So in the question 9, we need to show that if x1, x2 is a Markov chain, then it's statically determined by its second order probability masses, which is the probability that xi equals to xi and xj equals to small xj for any ij equals to 1, 2. So firstly we can see that the second order probability masses. So the second probability masses, which is the probability that x1 equals to x1, x2 equals to x2, and then xn equals to xn. And after that, we can use base rules to take these terms apart. So this term will be the probability that xn equals to xn when xn minus 1 equals to xn minus 1, xn minus 2 equals to xn minus 2, and then x1 equals to x1 times the probability that xn minus 1 equals n minus 1 and xn minus 2 equals n minus 2, and x1 equals to x1. So since we got this by the Bayes rules, so we can also take these terms apart by Bayes rules. So after that, we can get the probability x1 equals to x1, x2 equals to x2, xn equals to xn equals the probability that xn equals to xn based on xn minus 1 equals to n minus 1, and the probability xn minus 1 equals to xn minus 1 based on xn minus 2 equals xn minus 2 times the probability that x2 equals to x2 based on x1 equals x1, and the probability that x1 equals x1. So as the conclusion, we can get that the probability that xi equals to xi equals to the sum of k from negative infinity to infinity, the probability that xi equals xi and xj to k. So also we can get the conclusion that the probability that xi equals to xi based on xi minus 1 equals to xi minus 1 equals to the probability that xi equals to xi minus 1 equals to I minus 1 divide the probability that x minus 1 equals to x minus 1. So after that, we prove that if x1, x2 is a Markov chain, then it is statically determined by its second order probability masses, which is the probability that xi equals to xi, xj equals to equals j for any ij equals to 1, 2, 3 to n. So which is this term that the probability that xi equals to xi equals to the sum of k from negative infinity to infinity, the probability that xi equals to xi and xj equals to k for any ij equals to 1, 2, 3 to n.